Ladies and gentlemen, meet Nerograk Facebreaker. He's on a mission to become the best bard in all of Skyrim, but there's just one problem. He's not a bard. The only instruments he plays are instruments of violence, and the only time he sings is to summon tonal magic to annihilate his enemies. But Nerograk isn't going to let a silly thing like that stop him. No, he's going to climb the ranks of the Bards College by breaking everyone's spines on the way up. As today, I'm asking the question, can you beat Skyrim's Bards College without being a bard? If you didn't know, Yimfa has beaten the Dark Brotherhood without killing, the Thieves Guild without stealing, the College of Winterhold without magic, and the Civil War as a pacifist, and other people have beaten the Companions without hurting others as well. So I wanted to complete this series of beating guild questlines without doing the thing the guild is based on, by completing the Bards College questline without being a bard. What does that entail exactly? Well, I'm not allowed to use any stealth or magic skills. That means no casting spells, no using enchanting tables, no using alchemy labs, no wearing light armor, no lockpicking, no pickpocketing, no sneaking, no trading, and, most importantly, no passing speech checks. Yep, I'm gonna be a bard without using my speech skill a single time. I'll be playing on expert difficulty with no followers. Ready? 'Cause I sure ain't. I think you all know how the Skyrim intro goes, so let's just skip past that.
Hey, you!
I begin to gift Nerograk a face, attempting to make him as intimidating, brutish, and, mogging as possible. Although the end result just looks like an underdeveloped clone of Hulk Hogan.
Well, let me tell you something, brother!
Again, you know how the intro goes, so let's just... Now free to roam the expanse of Skyrim, oh wait, gotta level up first. Alright, to spare me having to explain all my level ups, just know that I put my perk points into Juggernaut, Well-Fitted, Barbarian, Champion Stance, and Devastating Blow. Got all that? Good. Now, the real game can begin. While wandering, I come across a camp of bandits that I very quickly turn into a fine paste. My MO for this playthrough is going to be two-handed weapons and power attacks, so I'll have to keep an eye out for anything to complement that playstyle. For now, some iron armor does wonders at protecting my luscious green hide against nasty doggos. I come across a Minecraft trademarked beacon and activate it, making my combat skills improve a bit faster. This, as you can imagine, is a good thing.
By Ismir, you won't leave here alive.
So good, in fact, that it gives me the confidence to clear out a mine full of bandits. But my confidence is for naught, as they attack with the most powerful of tactics,
Rocks!
The rest of the dungeon goes fairly smoothly. And I even pick up a new hammer that squeezes the blue, ephemeral juices out of the souls of my foes, preventing them from casting their filthy spells. I then move on to pillage the town of Riverwood, using their workbench without permission, taking everything of worth from Alvor, and teaching this kid not to threaten newcomers the hard way.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side. Good dog.
I don't know.
On my way to Whiterun, I kill a giant to prevent him from ruining Pelagia's crops. And then I steal Pelagia's crops. I have my reasons, don't you worry. I then take a carriage ride to Solitude and begin my trek to a very special location for a very special tool that will elevate my swings from spine-shattering to reality-breaking power. To make a long story short, I got completely lost and ended up wandering a random part of the map for essentially no reason.
Oh well. Must have run off.
So I place my map marker on the correct spot this time, and after a short hike, where I steal some more vegetables, trust me, this is very important, make it to Liar's Retreat, a dungeon full of bandits and Falmer fighting each other. Trying to fight Falmer at this level with iron armor is certainly a choice. I end up having to betray my valiant nature and run like a milk-drinking wuss all the way to the Longhammer, where Yeah, combine the Falmer covering me with their hot, sticky magicka, the chorus shoving their stingers deep inside me, and the arrows spit roasting me, I didn't have a very fun time. After a lot, and I mean a lot, I'm talking cars stop thinking levels of save scumming here, I eventually managed to grab my prize, the Long Hammer, which is a unique orcish warhammer that swings much more quickly. You'll see what I have planned for this later. It takes a few tries to escape, but once I do, I can head over to Whiterun, making sure not to use my speech skill on the guard, and make some bowls of vegetable soup while being casually rizzed up by a Red Guard baddie. I then try to steal some more vegetables, but Brenuin, the little snitch he is, rats me out.
Hey, hands off! I ain't done nothing.
Kill him. Bye now, huh?
With the Long Hammer and vegetable soup in my possession, it's time to gather the third ingredient of my game-breaking stew, and that is something better than whatever raggedy-ah drip I have on now. To further that end, I take a ride to Riften and steal one of their horses, ditching it after a quick trot so I can get to Largashbur? I don't fucking know. All I do know is that you can get a full set of orcish armor, minus the gauntlets, for free, and since everyone is in their homes, I can steal it without repercussions. Well, while stealing the orcish armor might not have had repercussions, stealing that horse certainly did, as now I'm being hunted by a Riften guard. No matter, I shall use my mighty long hammer to crush him into dust. No matter, I shall use my mighty long hammer and Berserker Rage, which doubles your melee damage and halves the damage you take, to crush him into dust. Now free from the woes of crime, I head to Frostmere Crypt to do the Pale Lady quest. Why am I doing this quest when it doesn't offer anything that's important to this playthrough or my build? Simple. Because I felt like it. Wait, aren't I supposed to be doing the Bards Call it? Regardless, I,
mop the floor
with every bandit residing there,
Never should have come here.
until I come across the Pale Lady herself, who I managed to banish with a mix of Berserker Rage and power attacking her to interrupt her annoying spells.
Be gone!
At the very least, I got some experience, potions, and gold out of the ordeal, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. To make up for it, I grabbed the fourth piece of the puzzle, the Lord Stone, which increases my armor rating and magic resistance. Not necessary, but very nice to have. I then head to Whiterun's farms to get some more leeks and cabbage so I can make more vegetable soup. If you didn't know, consuming a bowl of this stuff causes you to slowly regenerate health and stamina over time. Doesn't sound that amazing? Well, buckle up, fuckaroo, because since you only need one stamina to perform a power attack with any weapon, vegetable soup basically gives you unlimited power attacks for 12 minutes. And it stacks. Now, this would be OP enough on its own, but we're not even done. Not by a long shot. I get the first word of Elemental Fury from some filthy Forsworn, then head to Meridia's statue for the second word. The third word is at Shriekwind Basin, which is a bit more involved than the others, as I have to smash my way through a legion of skeletons and vampires first. Nothing Narogak can't handle, though. While I may have all three words of the shout, they're as useless as tits on a flame atronach without souls to spend on them. You can only get dragon souls if you complete Dragon Rising, so off to do the main quest. You've seen Bleak Falls Barrow 100 times, it's an early game area, and I have decidedly not early game equipment, so you can guess how this went.
Over here. It's coming loose. I can feel it.
After delivering the Dragon Stone, it's now time for me to kill a dragon, and with all the vegetable soup in my possession, I can land power attack after power attack on the beast, dislocating another vertebral disc with each blow. Just have to get lucky with staggers or else. Now that I've left his remains as a sign to other dragons that I'm coming for their asses, they will start spawning across the map, including in places I've already been, such as Dragontooth Crater. That's 1 soul down, 2 to go. Trust me, we'll get to the Bards College eventually. Next dragon is at Ancient's Ascent, where using Berserker Rage and a bunch of lucky staggers, I am able to smear him across the ground without effort. Finally, there's the one at Elder Blood Peak, who I take down using a similar strategy. You might be asking what the point of getting Elemental Fury is if the long hammer is enchanted with extra swing speed. Well, it's not. You see, the long hammer's swing speed is not an enchantment, but a fundamental property of the weapon. Therefore, I can use it with Elemental Fury for even more swing speed. Now, with my long hammer, my vegetable soup, my lordstone, my orcish armor, and my Elemental Fury shout, the real game can begin. I step into the Bards College, having not showered or brushed my tusks in a week, and wearing bloodstained Mongolian death armor, and for some reason, Viarmo considers my application. But apparently, a task
befitting an aspiring bard
is to fight my way through an undead-infested ruin. Huh, I might actually fit in here better than I thought. Before heading off to do that, I decide to explore a bit, only to be sassed by the chef.
You found the Bards College kitchen. Congratulations.
How's this for tenderizing, you bitch? With rage fresh on my mind, I channel it into crushing some more zombies and spiders into a fine powder, while following this blue man who likes to lead me into traps, and having my ears blown out by an unnecessarily loud door sound effect. I can then showcase how effective the long hammer is when combined with Elemental Fury, and... yeah, I'd say that did the trick. Finding the Poetic Edda is the easy part. As for killing Olaf One-Eye, well, the first part is fairly simple. He sends wave after wave of low-level Draugr after you, but since you have a blue man to back you up, it's not too bad. The second part is when he gets out of his coffin to whoop your ass himself, and this guy's no pushover. He's got around the stats of a Death Lord and knows Frost Breath, which not only slows you and drains your stamina, resulting in less power attacks, but drains your health and leaves you vulnerable to follow-up attacks. If this was a normal build, I'd have to get some levels and come back to stand a chance, but Narogak has no normal build. Rest in piss, bozo. Defeating him gets me a load of gold, and remember when I said the orcish armor you get at Largashbur doesn't come with gauntlets? Well, this sorta just made up for it. After giving Viarmo the Edda, he explains that most of the work has been scrawled out to the point of illegibility, and that we now have to play a game of Mad Libs. Thankfully, while there are options to use your speech skill, you can just not, and the quest will progress perfectly fine. Now for the best part of the quest, Viarmo's yap. And with that, we burn a literal political straw man, making me the newest member of the Bards College.
Please welcome our newest bard!
And proving that yes, you can beat the Skyrim's Bards College without being a bard. But we're not done. If I truly want to consider myself the greatest bard in all of Skyrim, I have to recover the lost relics of the bardic arts themselves.
Get your festival meat pie, specially made.
Did someone say free meat pies?
I said a free meat pie, as in one.
Oh. All the meat pies are mine! Speaking of food, I make one final trip to Whiterun for leeks, so I can make some more vegetable soup. And again, this Redguard baddie rizzes me up so hard she phases directly into my body, like, damn girl, you freaky, chill. Now that I'm prepared, I go back to the college and accept 3 quests to find a lute, flute, and drum respectively. And of course, all of them have to be obtained through brute force. Very bard-like. First up is the drum, and the cairn in which it's located is just full of weak blue men and Draugr, so nothing worth going over. The end does feature a pretty hard boss fight against Haldir, where he gets intangible and forces you to fight his clones, and he does almost kill me, but a well-timed level up heals me to full, where I proceed to whoop his ass 3 times over with the power of a balanced diet. Next is the flute, and this place features a bunch of brittle skeletons and squishy mages that make perfect training dummies for my big hammer. The end features a lot of mages at once that can whittle me down fairly quickly, so I use both Berserker Rage and Elemental Fury to turn their organs into mashed potatoes. Finally, we have the loot, and this one is the simplest of all. Just go in a cave, smash some bandit skulls open. Whoa, that guy almost killed me. And presto, you've got all the things a prospective bard could ever need.
At last.
What? You did? Oh, sweet divines, you did.
That's it! Wonderful! I knew I could count on you.
I've reinstated the burning of King Olaf, joined the Bards College, and helped them in their time of need. But there's one last thing I need to take care of before I can truly call myself the greatest bard in all of Skyrim. Competition.
Don't fret over the gloom. There's nothing to fear. Old Lorbook will brighten your spirits. Just lend him your ear.